Now we'll deal with the characters. The first character or the main protagonist of the play is Madame Ranevsky. Her full name is Lyubov Andreevna Ranevsky. The word Lyubov in Russia means love, and similarly, she is a very lovable person, and she is the owner of the cherry orchard. She left for Paris soon after her son died. That is, she was met with tragedy. That is, her husband died, and immediately the following year itself, her son drowned. Her son's name is Grisha, and she has a biological daughter, that is Anya, and also an adopted daughter, that is Varya. It was Varya who took care of the cherry orchard in her absence. And in Paris, she met with a lover and spent time with him, but he cheated her, that is, he used her money, and she was on the verge of suicide. Anya, she is Madame Renevsky's daughter. She's aged 17. She has feelings for Trofimov. Trofimov is a perpetual student, which we will find in the coming slides. And Anya is quick enough to console her mother after the loss of her cherry orchard. That is, she is a very practical lady. The next character is Varya. She is Madame Ranevsky's adopted daughter. She has been managing the estate since her mother's departure. That is, I already told that her mother departed to Paris after the death of her son. So she has been looking after the estate. She is quite willing to marry Lopakin. Lopakin is another character who is one of the serfs who had been tilling the land or plowing the land of the Ranevskys, and he is a descendant of that serfs, but now he is a very good merchant and a very good businessman, and he has earned a lot from his career. And Varya, she is a practical and responsible lady. She is also something like a crybaby, that is, she gets emotional often in the play. So the next character is Leonid Andreevich Gaev. He is Ranevsky's brother. He is 51 years old but behaves like an infant, and he always lives in the past and spends his time shooting imaginary billiards. He has several engaging verbal habits, that is, he is very good in talking and speaking to others. And as I've already told, he behaves like an infant, like an infant or maybe like a child. He often pops a seaweed into his he often pops a sweet into his mouth, and he always rebukes Lopakin, as well as he always forgets to wear his coat, and it should be reminded by one of his assistant or maid servant, that is Firs. Firs is also an old man, which we'll deal with in the coming slides. Yermolai Lopakin, he is a wealthy merchant, descendant of serfs in Ranevsky's estate. He is a self-conscious person, and at the end of the play we find that he buys the cherry orchard and cuts all the cherry orchards and convert it into cottages for vacationers during summertime. The next character is Pyotr Sergeyevich Trofimov. He is a perpetual student and he is attracted to Anya, that is one of Ranevsky's daughters, and he speaks out many ideas that are common to the revolutionaries of Chekhov's era. And Lopakin often refers him to as the eternal student, that is, he often spends his time in the university. He tutored Ranevsky's son, that is, who was dead, that is Grisha. And Ranevsky, when he meets Trofimov, she often remembers about the death of his son. Pischik is a local landowner, and he's often having financial difficulties. We can see that in the play. And he's characterized by optimism, and his name in Russia means squealer, that is often referred to the way in which he speaks. That is, he's a very talkative person, but he often ends up in financial difficulties, just like Ranevsky. Charlotte is another character. She is Anya's governess, and she performs tricks to amuse the elite class and at the same time mock their preoccupations. That is, she's a constant companion of Anya, and she knows to perform tricks like that of circus people. She might have been a daughter of circus people, but we are not clear about her parentage in the play. The next character is an old man. He is 87 years old and his name is Fizz, and he is the only surviving link to the estate's glorious past. That is, at the end of the play, we can see that he is left alone in the cottage and in the estate, and nobody cares about him. That is, nobody knows that he is still in the estate. Everybody thinks that he is ill and he might have gone to his home, but at the end he dies in the play. And he's the person who always remembers about the past, and he is a constant companion of past, or he tells about the estate's glorious past before the serfdom was abolished. The next character is a clerk at the state, and his name is Simon Epicodo, and he is a worker. He's a clerk, and the workers refer him as a simple Simon. And he loves another character, Danyasha, who is also a servant in Ranevsky's family. Yasha is a constant companion of Ranevsky, and he loves acrid smelling cigars. And he criticized the uncivilized nature of Russians when compared to France. That is, he also accompanied Ranevsky when she went to Paris. So he knows the comparison between France as well as Russia, and he complains or criticizes the uncivilized nature of the Russians. Next, we have Danyasha. She is a maid servant to Ranevsky, and she is an object of Epikodov's affection, and she serves as a foil to Yasha. So here we find a sort of triangle love story. That is, Epikodov loves Danyasha, Danyasha loves Yasha, and Yasha loves himself. So that is what the characters simplify, and they are all servants or maybe clerks at the Ranevsky's estate. So Ranevsky is an aristocratic woman, and she belongs to an aristocratic family, and she had a lot of money, but due to her deeds, all the money is being lost, and at last the cherry orchard is being sold, and the estate is also sold, and this estate is bought by Lopakin, who was only a mere serf's son, as well as he was a businessman, and he often asked Ranevsky to cut down the cherry orchard and convert it into a cottage, but the Ranevskys were not interested in that. They were always memorizing about their glorious past, and at the end we find that the cut down of the cherry orchard shows the cut down of the past from their family, or past memories from their family. That is it.